My first series of videos will be covering functional training. Functional training will provide us with mobility, stability, strength, endurance, and flexibility for our muscles to function more efficiently in our everyday life or a chosen sport which we might be practicing. As a young athlete many years ago, I identified different components which make up an athlete complete. Now I'll put those components under a topic of S factor. S, skill, speed, strength, stamina, suppleness, as well as strategy. Now, no matter how important or unimportant some of these components may seem to an athlete, if we take one component out of the equation, it's like removing a component out of a transistor radio. It will cease to work. So it's very, very important that we work on all different components in the right ratio in order to make our sport and our function more effective. Whatever journey in life we embark on, it's very important that we identify first of all where we stand and where we want to get to, and then put it together a strategic plan how we're going to execute it. Now, once we've decided how we're going to execute this journey, it's very important to change your mindset, because a lot of the time the reason we are in poor health or overweight is because of the wrong choices and decisions we've been making. So we need to change our mindset or our psychology before we change physiology of our body. It's very important to monitor your progress, because without monitoring, we're not really managing how well we're doing. So it's very important to monitor the progress we make, and this way motivate and inspire ourselves to do better and to reach our goal. There's a big difference between exercising and training. Exercising is just merely moving your body in an attempt to burn few calories. On the other hand, training is taking your body through biological and physiological changes. And for biological and physiological changes to be taking place, you need to be throwing yourself out of your comfort zone. If there is no challenge, there is no change. So you must find a right place where you feel out of your comfort zone, where you're going to challenge your physiology, you're going to challenge your body. Now, this is the process called stress adaptation. If you stress your body beyond what it's capable of, it will adapt. It will adapt by getting stronger, by getting faster, by becoming fitter. One of the core principles which I live by and I apply to my training is the equation of Albert Einstein, E = mc squared, which suggests that everything is energy. What are properties of energy? Energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. You can only pass it from one form to another. And this suggests the more you give, the more you get back. But you must first give. Another equation or principle which has really largely shaped my training methods is equation of power. Power equals mass times velocity squared over time. Therefore, if you want to get greater power output, there are three variables which we need to look at. One is mass or weight, one is velocity or rate of change of speed, and one is time. So these are the three factors we can tweak to make our workouts more intense. And intensity is one of the biggest secrets behind most of my training. The more intense it is, the more we get in return. The more our body gets stressed, the more it compensates in what we gain. Within functional training exercises, I place emphasis on performing compound movements. Everything is standing upright. Everything is standing upright and engaging multiple muscle groups to create a movement. I'm not a great fan of isolation movements. I tend to perform everything standing upright, engaging multiple muscle groups in the process. And the larger the muscle group, the more important it is, because more energy you expand, the leaner and healthier you stay. Throughout the next series of videos, I will be placing emphasis on the posture and in particular your stance. So please watch very, very closely, because your technique is very, very important in order to engage the most important muscle groups. And also the tempo. The tempo is another thing which is very important, which is speed of the movement. Please remember the equation, power is mass times velocity squared over time. Velocity or rate of change of speed has got double the figure, so it's twice as important. So Please watch out and listen and pay attention when you're performing your exercises so you get most out of it. As with most things in life, there isn't necessarily right or wrong way of doing it. It's about finding the right way for you. So all I'm doing is the next series of videos is sharing my personal experience from mistakes as well as successes I've created from my training. So please follow us on YouTube as well as Instagram. Thank you.